And in question, Insane Clown Posse has some fans excited, but some adults very concerned. Tim Seymour is live in Shepherdsville, where he just spoke with the band. And Tim, what are they saying about all this uproar over them?
Rick, the members of ICP say, hey, no big deal. They are controversial, and they like it that way. The hip-hop rock shock band plays here in Shepherdsville tonight after a stop last night in Indianapolis. The group describes its fans as the outcasts, the loners, and the psychopaths.
Does our music have violence? Plenty of it. Does it have sexism? Lots of that too. Everything you can put your finger at, our music contains. And that's just how we like it. Our music is happy, friendly dinner music for the family.
The Insane Clown Posse show tonight here has ruffled a few feathers in Shepherdsville, but there is no controversy here right now. The doors for the show open at 6:30. ICP takes the stage at 8:40, and the band is expecting a sellout crowd of 1,500. I'm Tim Seymour, live in Shepherdsville. Rick, back to you.
All right, Tim. Happy dinner, family music, dinner music, We'll see. Well, the members of Insane Clown Posse have had their problems with the law before. In fact, the band members pled guilty to misdemeanor charges after a run-in with a fan at a Waffle House near Indianapolis back in 1998. They were dropped by their record label then, owned by Walt Disney, just a year before that. The band is originally from the Detroit area, like other controversial rappers, Eminem and Kid Rock.
No big surprises are expected tonight at the Louisville Police Awards banquet, but that wasn't the case.
10 cars and a helicopter.
Heroes, pepper spray, and billy clubs.
Expected tonight at the Louisville Police Awards banquet, but that wasn't the case.
10 cars and a helicopter.
Heroes, pepper spray, and billy clubs and stuff and started beating us, more or less. I had stabbed in the leg while I was in there. I got pepper spray all over me. It's just brutal.
Shepherdsville's police chief says it all began about 8 o'clock with a bomb threat.
Officers started searching the area. Probably 20 minutes later or so, they called me aside and said that apparently members of the Insane Clown Posse had heard about the bomb threat and had left, and they were unable to locate them.
There was no bomb. Chief Morris says using pepper spray inside against the crowd was justified since officers were in danger. Now, earlier today, we talked with members of the Insane Clown Posse, and they say they pride themselves on being controversial.
Music. Does our music have violence? Plenty of it. Does it have sexism? Lots of that too. Everything you can put your finger at, our music contains. And that's just how we like it. Our music is happy, friendly dinner music for the family. A family of serial killers.
No one with the band was able to comment tonight, or we weren't able to get a comment from anybody with the band tonight on just what happened here in Shepherdsville. Again, at least 6 people were arrested after this concert was abruptly ended, and officers were forced to use pepper spray on the crowd. Right now they are inside beginning the assessment job, trying to figure out just how much damage was done to the conference center. I'm Tim Seymour, live in Shepherdsville. Rick and Vicki, back to you.
Tim, this isn't the first time for trouble associated with the Insane Clown Posse. In fact, the band members pleaded guilty to misdemeanor charges after a run-in with a fan at a Waffle House near Indianapolis in 1998. They were dropped by their record label owned by Walt Disney just a year before that. The band is originally from the Detroit area, like other controversial rappers Eminem and Kid Rock. Back to the...
Controversy follows the band wherever it goes. Its songs are raw, racy, and violent. Murder and rape are popular themes. That's why Pastor Rusty Watson and some others wanted to see it canceled.
This is a very angry music, and I'm concerned about the violence against women and children that it might produce tonight after this is over with.
Posse fans known as Juggalos arrived hours before the concert. Some pinning themselves up in trademark clown colors.
I'm 30 years old, what am I doing listening to these guys that, I don't know, it's just something about them grabs me.
ICP is not the first group to come along that has caused controversy. It's just that simple.
ICP band members spoke to us about an hour and a half before they were scheduled to perform.
We are a form of entertainment. We're not for everybody, but we're for somebody. As long as we're for somebody, then the show will go on.
But the show did not go on. About 20 minutes before Insane Posse was to take this stage, the concert was canceled because of a bomb threat. chaos behind the announcing. It was not long before police used pepper spray to move the angry crowd outside. Some in the crowd kicked holes in the walls, ripped out an electrical fire detector, and smashed a glass window. Outside, the chaos turned into a riot.
A lot of them went out in the parking lot, and you can see the parking lot fully cracked. There's a lot of bottle throwing. From what I understand, there's been a few arrests. Basically, we had a small riot on our hands.
About 9 people were arrested outside the convention center. Most were charged with disorderly conduct. A couple of people appeared to have suffered minor injuries. It appeared as though there was several $1,000s worth of damage inside the convention center. For the Clown Posse, this is one night that featured a little too much insanity. From the newsroom, Eric Zager, WHAS 11 News 19.
Tonight, Louisville police are investigating.
A near riot last night in Bullitt County. This happened after a controversial rock concert was canceled and things got a bit out of control when the Insane Clown Posse tried to perform its hip-hop rock act. Eric Zager joining us now live from Shepherdsville with more. Hello, Eric.
Hi, Barry. The band Insane Clown Posse is long down the road in its comfortable touring bus, but the trail of mayhem left behind is still quite evident at the Paraquat Convention Center. Insane Clown Posse fans known as Juggalos were distraught after hearing the concert was canceled because of a bomb threat. Police used pepper spray to move the crowd of about 1,200 outside. Some of the fans took their frustrations out on the conference center, kicking holes in the walls and smashing glass. The damage is being repaired as we speak. The director of Bullitt County's Tourist and Convention Commission says the band's promoters will pay the estimated $1,500 worth of damage.
Our biggest problem is going to be matching the wallpaper. The rest of the damage will be repaired, and the facility will look just like it did before the concert within a day.
About 7 people were arrested on charges of disorderly conduct. ICP's national promoter tells us ticket holders can get a refund at the Ticketmaster where they purchased their tickets from. Now, promoters are trying to reschedule this show. They are in touch with the band's agents in Los Angeles, or at least will be later this afternoon, to try to get them back here. And coming up tonight, we'll tell you who canceled the show. You might be surprised. From Bullitt County, Eric Zager, WHAS 11 News.
Eric, before we let you go, did the band get paid for last night?
No, absolutely not, Barry. Promoters had to pay the convention center here $1,000, but as far as the band, they walk away with not much more but some empty bottles of Faygo soda, which is their favorite drink.
All right, Eric Zager, thanks for that report.
Conference center. Police used pepper spray to subdue some. But you're probably asking, who stopped the show? Our Eric Zager says, you may be surprised.
The chief of the Shepherdsville Police Department says Insane Clown Posse canceled the show. Band leader Joseph Bruce, also known as Violent J, says police pulled the plug, and that where the truth lies, it certainly won't change the ugly outcome.
It's going to be a huge riot. It's going to be horrible.
There's going to be a riot tonight.
Yeah, that'll definitely be a riot.
Some of this crowd were bent on destruction, kicking holes in the walls, breaking out a glass window, and ripping a security system out of a wall. Most of that damage has now been repaired.
And I thought that it was going to be a concert that was controversial and would go on, and the show would happen.
The conference center's internal surveillance tape could give us a better view of what happened after police sprayed some unruly concertgoers with pepper spray. But Joanne Yates says it will take 10 days before she can review that tape. Would the band be welcome back to the conference center?
I couldn't say that we would ban the band because of their behavior.
Insane Clown Posse was not paid. The promoters of the band paid $1,000 to rent space at the Paraquat Conference Center. In addition to that, they will have to shell out roughly $1,500 for damage. There's talk about rescheduling the concert. Eric Zager, WHA. Chaotic mess. Rob Fauché is live in the newsroom with more on that. Rob?
Thanks, John. The group Insane Clown Posse didn't perform in Shepherdsville last night as it was supposed to. After it was announced that the show was called off, some young fans got pretty angry. They threw bottles and other things at security guards, police officers, and even band promoters.
And when fans wouldn't leave, police had to use pepper spray. 4 adults and a minor ended up being arrested outside. The police say it's the band's own fault that the show was canceled because they say the group took off after a bomb threat was called in. But a member of ICP told a Louisville radio station today that it's the police that shut them down.
Canceling the show, especially 5 minutes before you're supposed to go on, is not the best step in the right direction as far as business-wise. So I'm going to have to disagree with them there, saying that we canceled the damn show.
We couldn't just go in there and close that concert down because we didn't like it. There would have to be a legal reason to do that, and at that particular point there was no legal reason to do that, and we weren't looking for a legal reason. We were there for the welfare and safety of the community.
That conference center in Shepherdsville, damage. It's got a few $1,000s worth of damage, holes in walls and a broken window, among other things. The Insane Clown Posse wants to come back to Bullitt County sometime this spring. But the tourism board, which okayed last night's concert, will be the ones to decide if they want that group to return. John?
Well, what about the bomb threat? Any idea who called that in?
Yeah, police don't know right now who did it. We understand it's been traced to a payphone in Jefferson County, but that's about the only clue so far.
All right, thanks, Rock.
We can't right now.